Hey, Lakeside Church and online friends. I wanted to record a short message for you, giving you an update on what our in-person worship arrangements are going to look like going forward here at Lakeside Church. And I know that a lot of you are really eager to hear what it is I'm going to say today, and so I won't dilly-dally. We'll cut right to it, and I'll just tell you straight up that the elders, having talked to and consulted with medical professionals and some people that we know in local medical supply procurement, have come to the conclusion that Lakeside can begin offering mask-optional worship upstairs in our main venue already as early as March. Now, you can, of course, still wear a mask and worship up here, and we'll also be offering a venue downstairs with masks required, but upstairs masks are going to be optional. For those of you wondering, though, I want to take a second to explain our reasoning behind doing this, because some people are going to wonder about the timing and why we would do this. And let me just explain here. From the beginning, we've exercised a couple of measures. First of all, in places where the infection rates in our community were high enough that we were being cautioned that medical resources could be challenged, Lakeside Church shut down and went to just online worship only. That's, the whole flatten the curve thing that we heard so much about early on in March. Additionally, because there are very vulnerable slices of the population, namely people who are elderly or have some sort of a pulmonary vulnerability like asthma or COPD, we took measures when we did open back up public worship to try to mitigate the spread of the virus so we wouldn't give it to people who are particularly vulnerable to it. So we worshiped outdoors, we wore masks when we're entering and while we were singing indoors, and we distanced and we did all of those things. Now, what we're hearing, though, right now from contacts in the medical procurement community, that is those that kind of get the resources and direct that and forecast things, and those who are also medical professionals, that is doctors, nurses, what we're hearing right now is that hopefully by March, mid-March, the vaccine should be practically available. That is, it will have been accessible, not just able to sign up to get the vaccine, but accessible and able to get it for anyone who is elderly or vulnerable. As a matter of fact, it could be as early as April that the average person with no vulnerability at all could be signing up. That's what's being forecasted. And so given that slice of the population is starting to have the ability to mitigate their own personal risks, we see no reason why it is that we should continue to require masks while we are upstairs. Now, some of you, of course, are very cautious, and even vulnerable people are cautious about getting the vaccine because you're concerned about it being new technology. It's an mRNA vaccine and not a conventional one and all of that. And we want to be sensitive to the fact that may be you, or you may know somebody else like that. And for you, we're still going to have mask-required worship distanced down in our lower venue with a really nice giant TV and good speakers so that you can have community and you can be included. We want to respect that that's your position, but that's no longer going to be required in our main worship sanctuary. Now, we know that you guys are going to have a variety of reactions to this, and we want to keep open communication with you. We respect you, we respect your opinions. There's a lot of our members who have actually pointed us towards really good information in all of this, and that's been very helpful. So if you have any questions or concerns or anything that needs clarification, please reach out to myself or an elder. We want to hear from you, and we want to keep lines of communication open, but we're pretty confident that we can start taking these steps back towards normal. So no matter how this message finds you, we can't wait to see you again in person, whether you've already been here or whether it's going to be some time before you can come back. And our prayer is that during this year that God has blessed you, and we're really excited to see what it is that God is about to do at Lakeside moving forward. God bless and take care.